Hi everybody. This is a random video. I actually shot it a few times randomly and wasn't happy because there was a lag in the audio video, and hopefully this will do it. So why is it random? Because I hadn't planned on shooting this in this setting, and if you see, I'm outside. I'm in the middle of a parking lot, and reason being that I was driving home after dropping my kids off from school, and my car started making loud noises, and I'm like, what's going on? So I pull over and I find out that I have a flat tire. So I'm like, okay, flat tire it is. Now let's call for roadside assistance and try and figure this out. So while I was waiting for roadside assistance, good 45 minutes, I tried to take a few videos of me doing this video. Okay, so I'm like, okay, what do I want to talk about? I mean, there's a lot of things, obviously, you know that. So I'm like, okay, but the big thing I want to talk about, and it is what is spirituality, right? We hear the term so much nowadays. Everyone is like talking about it, you know. So, but what is spirituality, right? And so I want to just take a few minutes of your time and kind of just explain what I feel, I believe it is for me, and it may be different for you. So, and since I said that, because let me kind of take a step back and say, and you know why I'm saying this. When I was thinking of what spirituality is, sorry, I think I'm getting glare. I couldn't come up with a single definition, if you will. It was more like, oh, it's this, and it could be that, it could be that. There's so many things, right? So yes, spirituality is a lot of things. It could be just meditation for some of us. It could be yoga, like, you know, you could be doing yoga and then practice your breath and pay attention to yourself. It could be praying, right? For some people, being religious is part of their spirituality. So it could be different for different people, okay? But in the end, the goal of spirituality is to honor oneself, is to accept yourself fully, is to find your true self, your soul purpose. Not just purpose, but, you know, be the best version of you. So spirituality is not just, you know, doing yoga and meditating and crystals and whatever, you know. Connection with the other side is crucial, but in the end, what are you doing with that? What are you doing with the connection? Let's say you feel connected to the, you know, the other side. You feel connected to a lot of things, but you're not doing anything about it. You know, you're still practicing your day-to-day practices. Not, and when I say practice, it doesn't mean, you know, your meditation, doesn't mean your rituals, it doesn't mean meditating, it doesn't mean praying. It means your day-to-day deeds that you're doing in the world, that you're putting out there, your energy that you're putting out there. What are you doing with that? How are you making use of your time in the best way possible? How are you being the best version of you? You know, when you meet someone, are you being the courteous? Are you being kind? Are you being nice? Are you being not judgmental? Are you being equal? Are you being fair? You know, there's all these things. Are you being, I mean, balance? You know, are you trying to, like, you know, if you're, are you just like, you know, I'm mad, so I'm just going to, you know, be mad with everybody or whatever, or I'm amazing, I'm going to be amazing with everybody, but yet I'm going to keep judgments or whatever, right? You could be so many things. You could do, like, we think of so many things day in, day out, and we're like, we don't even think through, like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, or, you know, I could have done this differently or whatever, right? So what is the reason meditation, the reason calming down, the reason you know, yoga, the reason we do the breath work and all that is because it kind of just slows us down. It just lets us be, and that is so important, so important, especially in this time and this age where we're so go 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 go. I mean, just allows us time to be us and to understand us. So anything that lets you just understand you, lets you kind of, you know, take the time to kind of just pay more attention to you and to your thoughts and your feelings, and allows you to accept you fully, is what is spirituality for me. Okay, so there is no one thing in spirituality. The goal is to understand why you're here, and, you know, while you are here, what are you doing? What do you know, what do you want to do? What you came here to do? And so that was my little video on spirituality, and what is spirituality. And I'm sure you've heard the term spiritual awakening. When I was questioned on that a year ago because of some of the messages I used to write, I had no clue what that was. Like, I have no idea what spiritual awakening is. I have no idea what awakening in general was. And when I started looking up and started like kind of just studying and reading things, and the more I understood what it was, then I was like, oh wow, this is what that person was talking about. And I'm like, okay, so I'm going to give you a very oops, my hand is hurting. So I'm going to give you a very, very brief example, or not example, but a summary of what a spiritual awakening might be like, and what if you are going through one. Okay, my spiritual awakening started with me being very depressed, very distraught, not knowing what to do, sad, isolated, and not wanting to do anything. I was like, yeah, I don't want to do anything. I just don't. I don't feel like doing anything. I don't feel like partying. I don't feel like going out. I don't want to see people. I was sad. But that sadness was not because I was sad of some specific thing. Well, yeah, there were lots of things, but I was sad in general because I was just not happy. I was just not happy inside. Like, the true happiness that I always keep was what I was seeking. And I was like, okay, fine. And then I went through a lot of things. So if you feel like you're just not, something is off, and I kept feeling that something's off. I don't know what's going on. Like, why am I feeling like this? Like, what's going on? And then I had experiences that were amazing, out of the world. No clue what I was, why I was experiencing those things. And then one after the other, and I was like, okay, there's something definitely going on. I don't know what it is. And I was just meditating. I was just doing my thing. I was just trying to be calm. I was trying to study. I was trying to read. I was trying to do all the stuff I could do. And sure enough, at one time I was like, oh, this all that's happening is happening because I've been trying to, I've been connecting. I'm connecting to the other side. And what is the other side? It's a side where souls, exist, and they talk to us, our spirit guides, our angels, our ancestors. So I was like, wow. And I was opening, and my chakras were opening, and I was being able to communicate. But this all was so new to me, and I had no clue like why it was happening. Obviously, I know now why it was happening. But so if you're sad, if you don't know what you're doing, if you're feeling like lost, if you're feeling like you need to meditate, you need to take time out, you need to just go on a little trip by yourself. If you feel all those things, and you are writing, and you're meditating, and you're journaling, and you're introspecting, because this spiritual awakening is a lot of introspection, a lot of inner work, a lot of shadow work, a lot of things like, okay, why am I doing this? Why do I behave like this? What is making me feel sad? Why am I sad? Who triggers this, or whatever. So all those things. And so that was my awakening, and it's an ongoing process. It never stops. And it's funny, the word awakening, but I really like to call it living, though, living the way that I always want to live, right? So sorry, I'm looking at this car going by. I'm sure they're wondering what, but it's okay, I don't care. I'm waiting for my car to be fixed, so I'm in the parking lot. And that was my short video. What is spirituality again? Summary is, it's honoring yourself, accepting yourself fully, your faults, your strengths, your weaknesses, your ups, your downs, your failures and your successes. Don't let your failures, don't think little of your failures. Your failures are ones that should bring us to kind of say, no, you got to do this now, or you got to do it this way, or whatever. They also help us in our successes. So that everything we do, and we have experienced our situations, and the people, and the friends, and the enemies, and everybody is part of it. So that is my little take on spirituality. It's not just praying, it's not just yoga, it's not just meditating, it's not all that. It's, do you actually be it? Are you being the best version of you? Are you putting your best foot forward? Are you being that person who you would like to see in the mirror, that yes, that's me, and proud to be you? Okay, so that's all I want to say, and so much love to you all. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I would love to hear your awakening experience. I would love to help you out if you need it. Anything that I could help with, I'm here, and that's all I want to say. Okay, bye.